What up? It's your boy Amari. I'm here with my co-host Christian Phillips. We have special guest Dy'Juan, Carney, and Boomer Sabata in the building with us today, and you're tuned in to Talkin Nonsense.
So I'm not going to be quarterback here because it's been a long while since I played this game.
Should come out of nickel. See if they're going to throw that thing.
Gonna throw a solid 400-yard game right here.
With the bulldozer.
Cap. That's mine.
Oh.
Told you, bro.
Oh, what a glitch.
That
was a glitch.
Stop playing on me, bro. Come on now.
Down goes the bulldozer.
It's a bad way to start your day.
Stop playing,
This
bro.
is how they were treating OU in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We got James Winston, man. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Rashad Green.
Yeah, because he's doing so well in the NFL.
Oh,
Bro, this is NCAA football.
hey,
How many interceptions did he throw?
Yeah,
hey, how many yards did he throw?
Yeah,
for?
30 for 30.
People,
yeah, 5,100 passing yards.
5,100 yards, 30 touchdowns. You feel me?
Bro, his
Hey,
quarterback
that's all
coach, his quarterback coach
that's
is
all I
Byron
got.
Leftwich, bro. Come on.
That's all I got to say
Great.
about it, man.
Oh,
Come on,
bro,
tell you.
it's the mechanics on here not the same as Man 20. So like,
It's a little bit looser. You gotta be ready for that
them
thing.
boys is off the wall.
So, Dy'Juan, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, from Tallahassee, Florida. I wrestle for Fort Hayes. That's what got me out here in Kansas. I've been wrestling college. This is my 5th year. I'm a 5th-year senior. I went to JUCO before I came here, Pratt Community College. Wrestled there. I major in elementary education. So I'm going to be a teacher. Coach some wrestling. After I'm done here, go back home probably.
What about you, Boomer?
Well, I'm Boomer Sabata. I'm the station manager at KFHS Radio here. And I've been at it for about 3 years. From Garden City, Kansas.
Oh, you going to go for it?
And
No, I don't want to go for it.
Yeah, I've called timeout.
I don't even know what color I am.
Yeah.
This whole
I think
defensive run, I don't know who I am.
I think I'm green. I think. Yeah, I'm green.
Hey, you can go ahead and return that.
Okay. Oh, crap.
Shank.
Oh, he didn't get it though. Yeah, that was a bad punt.
It's an XFL punt right there.
I don't know. Marquette King gave one of the greatest punts in
That's
football
true.
history.
And it got
they
ruined.
blew it.
Yeah.
And they
This dude literally jumped on the ball while it was standing still.
for
I'm
no
like, come
reason,
on, bro.
They blew it.
Like, for what?
He can't dwell on the interception. There's still a whole lot of football to be played today.
Rolls right. He chucks it downfield.
Give me that.
Oh, come on. You got to catch that.
So, what do you guys feel about the Myles Garrett situation?
Welcome back. I don't think the suspension shouldn't have been that long.
Yeah.
He was defending himself.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, if someone like Mason Rudolph's in your face,
But he started it though.
and you
See, that's the problem. People give him a pass because it's someone like Mason Rudolph.
like it don't
He's
matter.
a grown
bro.
man that tried to
A
take this grown
man.
man's helmet off.
but it's not like he tried
And
to
got
hit-
mad because this grown man took his helmet off and used it as a weapon. Come on, bro.
But he didn't.
I'm saying
but
as a
after-
man,
but when Mason
man to a
Rudolph-
man.
When he lost his helmet, if Mason Rudolph had no part in the situation, when he lost his helmet, he should have walked away to the bench
That's fair.
and got his helmet
He
back
chased
from a
him
referee.
down.
I'm
But
not
he
saying-
went after Myles Garrett. So at that point, he wanted confrontation. So he got what he deserved.
I'm not saying that
That's-
Mason Rudolph's the smartest man. But
That's like
it's,
okay.
it was
okay,
a little.
I'll put it in perspective, right? Since it's Mason Rudolph, right? That's just like me and Christian, right? Christian is at Chuck's and
Yeah.
he tries to hit me with a bottle, but he doesn't. But I take that bottle from Christian, and Christian keeps coming after me. I have the right to hit Christian with that bottle, right? Or it's because it's Christian. No, it's a man that started something, and I end up defending myself and taking matters into my own hands.
I'm not saying that Mason Rudolph is innocent here. I'm just saying it was pretty.
But
The whole situation was
the
ugly.
season-long suspension was like
I think everybody overreacted because that's
Yeah.
not even the dirtiest play that
Man,
you've ever seen.
for
in the
sure.
he didn't have a
Mike Tomlin
concussion.
when Gronk, threw himself into that defender after they picked the ball up.
Yeah. And
threw his shoulder into
Mike
him.
Tomlin was out there tripping people. And Steelers fans want to cry about what Myles Garrett did, and their coach was out there tripping players.
I mean, look at Ndamukong Suh. I mean,
Mason,
dirtiest player in the NFL in our time.
Nah, Vontae's perfect.
Yeah, perfect. I'd say is the dirtiest.
Come on, he's a victim.
Because
you guys don't know that?
He's a victim.
But Mason Rudolph was in perfect health after the game. Like, it didn't like he had a concussion and missed games after that. So I don't know what the big deal was. Like, if it was a health standpoint, like,
if anything,
he
Myles
affected
Garrett helped the Steelers because, I mean, they did better without them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What, Duck Hodges?
So, I mean, honestly, Myles Garrett helped their season, so I guess you can look at it, you know, at
added
that
an
point.
edge to him.
Yeah.
Who was the quarterback? Mason Rudolph didn't get suspended, did he?
No. I mean,
He missed
Pouncey
games
did.
I think he missed 2 games.
Yeah, Pouncey did. I think, yeah, because he didn't get reinstated.
Pouncey was the one that came in. You know, he's from Florida. He was a real Florida boy when that happened. He
Yeah.
came in stumping
Ooh-wee.
folks.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, act like he was at the club.
Yeah, that's an offensive lineman right there.
Yeah, I'm picking the wrong defensive scheme.
Oh,
Let's go. That's Vontae. That's one.
and the Oklahoma defense, true to form, as
Man,
Florida
stop
State scores a
playing with me,
touchdown.
man. It's too easy, dog. Right, and baited these boys on defense. They can't throw the rock.
But no, man, I'm happy Myles Garrett back. I hate that. Like, honestly, I still feel like you should be able to control your temper a little bit better. But with a man coming after you like that, after he just tried to hit you on your nuts and just tried to take your helmet off, you got to expect something crazy.
Yeah.
It definitely could have been avoided.
Yeah,
Looking back
for
to
sure. It could have been avoided on both ends, but
Yeah.
I feel like Mason Rudolph didn't get enough backlash.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, Myles Garrett definitely got to be a grown up when it comes to situations like that.
Yeah. I think looking back, a season-long suspension,
no yards given up.
like, you got a sense of just how big of a suspension that was. And looking back, it's like, yeah, that was probably a bit too much.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't disagree with him getting suspended. But
Yeah. I feel like
No,
he
the
should've been
indefinite
suspended.
suspension was so dramatic, though.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, going backwards.
Oh, no.
oh,
I thought that was you. I thought you were,
oh,
I thought you were using it.
Oh, man.
I was your fullback. I was trying to help you out.
Defense.
Hey, look at those moves, though.
Dy'Juan, you got senior night coming up, man.
Yes, sir.
Fort Hays State Wrestling.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all come out tonight, man. I mean, tomorrow night, actually.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
I'll be in that thing for sure.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? How you feel about the season so far?
It's been tough. We always start out with a lot of numbers, and then they dwindle down because not everybody built for it. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Mm-hmm.
But based off of what we had to go through, with so much adversity, with everybody getting injured, and it's just so tough. Wrestling is it's so brutal. It's hard for everybody to stay healthy all the time.
Oh, for sure.
It's been a successful year, based off of what we've done.
Where you at? What?
Oh, look at that. A bomb.
Oh, a bomb.
That's walk right down the middle of the field. Come on now,
That
walk.
was on me.
I was watching him.
I told him he be think he can just hop on the field with us, man. He really,
Man, you sleep.
he ain't like that now.
You sleep, bro.
We put
I'm
Wap at safety, he'll be
I'm
biting
finna-
on slants.
I'm from the crib, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
post
get it
right,
tw-
going
don't
right
get it
behind
twisted,
him.
man. I'm from the crib.
He'll be
bro.
biting on
Football
slants
went
and
through my
cover three.
veins. Football went through my veins. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You from Tallahassee now? Y'all got a little something up there.
Man, all right, man. No, don't be disrespecting my
Nah,
spot.
you
bro.
know, I'll give y'all a tough time. I'm about ready for them to change the capital though.
They not.
Nah.
Where are you from in Florida, Amari?
I'm from South Florida,
Oh, okay.
Palm Beach County. Pokey, Florida. It's a small town right on Lake Okeechobee, like 40 minutes away from West Palm Beach. Where are you from, Boomer?
I'm from Garden City, Kansas.
Oh yeah, I'm out there.
You know when you head southwest and it starts smelling like cow poop?
Oh, you smell cow poop and haze.
Man, that's
You do?
Yeah,
Man, I
for
must
sure.
be so used to it.
Man.
That's just a normal breeze here.
Yeah.
Speaking on we were just talking about the XFL. How do you guys feel about the price that Colin Kaepernick was asking?
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I mean, I seen a tweet right as soon as the XFL kind of got started, where he was asking for like $20 million.
Oh
And
yeah,
I just thought that was. I mean, I think he has the right to ask for.
I do too.
A bunch of money. I feel like
I think he's a professional player, and they're trying to get him to play in the minor
the
leagues.
amount of money that people would pay to watch him, the amount of people that will watch him. I'm not saying 20 mil, but
return on investment,
yeah,
would be pretty big.
This is your puppet.
Yeah.
So
I
think he's worth a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we got to lose?
I think so too. I think he worth it. I think he better than a lot of quarterbacks that play in the league today. I think they blackballing him.
No, they definitely blackballing him.
He getting blackballed out of the league.
But you know how that is. You got to play by their rules. You want to play?
Pick. Take it to the crib.
Stay in.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Boomer. I'm really throwing this game.
They put me on the one with it. Come on, bro.
The current Kansas City Chiefs tight end is not performing well at quarterback. You got to give the ball to the should-have-been Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Oh, Damian Williams definitely got snubbed.
He did.
Facts.
It's because his name wasn't Pat Mahomes.
So back on the Colin Kaepernick thing, I don't think he's being blackballed.
What? He's for sure getting blackballed.
I think
RB.
I think
maybe
That's why
he definitely was.
Yeah, to a certain extent. I feel like maybe a lot of owners had told him, to stop the on the field distractions. Work is work, and outside of it, you can do whatever you want, with political statements or, whatever it may be. But
I feel like he was doing it outside of work. Like, he wasn't kneeling on the field. He doing it on the sideline before the game start. That is outside of work. Where else is he supposed to do it?
I don't have issue with what he did. And I think
personally, it didn't bother me. But if you look at it, at an owner's standpoint,
but this is my thing. What is he hurt? He's not hurting anyone, and I feel like owners should have gave him more support in getting the message across with so many black athletes playing in your league, playing for your team.
They did try to shut it down really quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that tells you how do you? That's how you feel about the things that I'm passionate about. Like, you don't care.
And this is my thing with the NFL. People can say they're going to stop watching, but never really going to stop watching.
No.
Why are they not? Bro, I'm pressing. Why he not catching the ball?
I think the NFL's viewership was down for 1 week, and then they panicked.
But that's how all things in the world work. Like, when something is hot, it's hot for this amount of time, and then we always go back to Old Faithful.
Yeah.
If you look at it now, Colin Kaepernick didn't help himself when he held that workout.
Yeah,
he changed the location last second.
But he had to.
He did not have to.
No, he had to.
He did, though.
Because they wouldn't let it be released how he wanted to be released. How he wanted. They wanted the coverage to be all theirs.
But that's the NFL.
No,
that's the NFL. If they want it that way and you want to work for the NFL, that's like me trying to tell Tiger Media Network that I'm gonna write this article this way.
See, but that's the problem.
But the thing
that's the problem. They get to control the narrative.
They get to control.
Why do they get to control the narrative?
Exactly. They get control and say okay, you worked out for us. Now, the only question is, we liked your workout. Our only question is, are you gonna kneel? And if he says yes, whenever they don't hire him, he can't sue the league by saying, yes, they're not going to hire me as a quarterback because I said I was going to still kneel. That's why he changed everything. So that way he let them know, yes, I'm still going to kneel if you hire me. And they can't make that the reason why they don't hire him.
And the whole thing, he didn't want the videos altered. And by the NFL only having their media teams there, the
they
media
can post the ones.
The video can be altered to how they want it to be altered. Versus you let everybody come in and get their cameras on and everybody do what they want. Even if you would have had live, I would have wanted to see it on NFL Network. I wouldn't have mind NFL Network covering it live.
I was anticipating that when he came out with that, but
I think that the timing just wasn't the best. And I think
it's just like
the NFL wasn't clear on how they were going to handle it.
Yeah, and that's what he said.
And so, unfortunately, I don't think he's ever going to play.
He's done.
I probably would have been gave it up. He's stronger than me. Come here.
See, I think they know something more than what we do.
Yeah.
They stole plays or something.
Yeah, they still got their Xbox 360s.
Yeah.
I think he done playing for sure. But
what about Johnny Manziel? He's thinking about
it's over with.
He a scrub.
Hey, he out here still trying to claim glory on Twitter, bro. Just let it go.
Oh man, I know.
You're a rich kid, bro.
Oh, what is that?
Just let it go, bro.
That fader was.
Y'all might want to take 3.
Yeah, y'all better
take your blessing while we give it to y'all.
Because y'all might not be back down there too many more times. You know, cap.
Sad but true. I think Johnny Manziel, whatever chance he has, he's just going to blow it up his nose, just like he does with everything else.
Oh, I am just
flashbacks of Cody Parkey.
I am absolutely throwing this game for us.
Dang, off the upright. That's tough.
Double doink.
Have you guys been following the Baker Mayfield accusations right now
What?
about him cheating on his wife?
I don't get into that stuff, man.
Look at that Tiger Woods stuff.
He's a bro.
It's been all over Twitter, and I've been like trying to find if it's actually true. But I mean, I don't know. At first glance,
people cheat every day though.
Yeah, you watch
like
Jerry Springer.
I'm not about to follow it anymore because it's Baker Mayfield. Then I would follow my dad cheating on his wife.
But it makes you think, since he's out here making millions of dollars, if they're just trying to, slander his name and stuff like that, because there's definitely
but when you put people's personal lives in the media, that's all it's for. To bring a bad light to them.
Because all she really had to as evidence is a Snapchat of his name. Like that doesn't really prove anything.
Yeah,
I have Trae Young's Snapchat.
It's so easy to to alter somebody's name on Snapchat.
Oh yeah,
that's how you see it.
For what? The spot?
Oh, he
stepped out of bounds.
They ain't gonna overturn it. Play stands.
I remember when Florida State had unis like those. Those were sweet. You need to bring those back.
Uniforms.
Told you. when he steps out, I always remember that when he steps out.
Yeah,
they never gonna overturn it.
He stepped out of bounds, but they didn't care.
If that happened in the NFL, fans would complain, and there'd be like 3 new rules.
It did happen to the Patriots against the Chiefs. They got robbed a touchdown. But that's another story.
He's rolling right.
Hey, you better slide.
I was about to hit you, but I was past the line. I was like, oh.
You guys think Tom Brady's going to stay at the Patriots?
Oh, he better.
Is he gonna?
He better. Oh my God, I'll be so.
He's got that team catered to him so much.
Listen here. Tom Brady might want to try to finish his career somewhere else.
Nah.
I heard he's flirting with it.
Well,
I heard he's flirting with it.
He's gonna have some fun.
But the places that they trying to say he gonna go don't even make sense.
Yeah,
why would you want to go to the Raiders?
I mean, somebody said the Dallas Cowboys. I'm like, that's unrealistic. Why would they trade Dak for a 40-year-old?
Yeah, exactly. He about.
I heard. So this is what I heard. They're thinking. I heard Jerry's thinking about bringing in Tom and drafting a quarterback like 3rd round.
But
aren't they trying to pay Dak?
Like, don't get me wrong.
They offered Dak $33 million, and then Dak said that's not enough, and they walked away from the table.
Oh, man.
We talked about that last week.
And Dak, we talked about that with Marcus, and Dak isn't worth that. He's not worth over $10 million.
No. See, this is my thing. Like, if people like Jared Goff is getting $33 million,
but the way they base the pay is outdated. It does not matter if you're up for a next payment. It's all about how the team is performing. A lot of his stats are garbage time.
True, but
yeah, but they said the same thing about Lamar. They said a lot of his touchdowns was when they was up by 20. So what's the so what y'all like?
But he's the one that put them up by 20. He's the one that put them up by 14. Dak can't do that.
He definitely underperforms with the roster that they have. They have a top 5 roster in the NFL, and they got a bottom.
I'm not saying he doesn't have potential in the NFL, but he is not worth over $40 million a year.
Nah, and I thought 33 was a great number for him, but he turned it down.
33 is definitely a good number.
And the Cowboys said, "Man, well, my dude don't know what he got for you."
I think last year was more Jason Garrett's fault than anybody else's.
His play calling was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you have a roster that good.
And
you go They went 8-8, 7-9, something like that.
7-9, I think. Missed the playoffs. Lost to the Eagles.
Hey, man, fly Eagles, fly, baby.
Bring Nick Foles back.
No, I'm not bringing Nick Foles back. Get us some receivers, man.
That's true.
If we gonna pay Wentz, man, we got to get him some help.
Yeah.
He was out there throwing to the trash, man, every week,
man,
and still made the playoffs.
Tom Brady was doing the same thing.
Yeah, who was he throwing to towards the end of the season?
Because Jackson was hurt, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Jeffrey was hurt.
Good
Oh,
read.
jeez.
That's easy, boy. These boys is talking cash money. And we get rock at
They
half.
just doing like
We're
OU.
we're
When OU
second
gets
half
in
team,
big
man.
games.
I hear you.
No,
gonna
OU
put
is
it
definitely a first half team.
Yeah.
But not in the playoffs.
Oh God, it was.
They
Versus Georgia,
It wasn't a
versus
team
Georgia,
at
they were
all.
a first half team.
Hey, we looked solid during the coin flip. I won't
Not
lie.
even then.
It's okay, boy. That LSU team, that's top 3 all time.
Yeah.
And people say Joe Burrow. Oh no, he's not worth the #1 overall pick. What else do
Okay,
you have
hold
to
on.
see?
We're playing some
He threw for
NCAA.
60.
Hold on.
Yes.
Before I get into what I was about to say, he only did it once. He only had one great year, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of
So
like
did Cam
Mitch,
Newton.
at North Carolina. He only
But
had one
he-
solid season.
He had a solid season. He didn't have one of the greatest seasons in the history of college football.
No, Joe Burrow had the greatest quarterback
Bro,
season in the history of quarterback.
Bro, that's the great
passing
for
wise.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's
No,
the
that's
greatest
for sure.
season for a passer ever.
But Amari's point, he only did it once.
So
So,
did Cam Newton.
Okay,
And he got a #1 overall pick.
Cam
Newton
Newton's
did it
washed
once.
now. Cam Newton, he is washed.
He's hurt.
I wouldn't say washed.
Okay, but he might have been washed.
I didn't know
He might
Cam
be-
was. Hold on, I watched All or Nothing yesterday, and I didn't know Cam was as good as he was the season before this past season. So to say he's
And
washed,
he won MVP too. Don't forget about that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Cam Newton had one good year with Auburn, drafted #1 overall, won a Natty, won a Heisman, just like Joe Burrow,
One MVP.
and then won MVP with the Panthers. They went 15-1. Like, is that not like?
But Cam
is that
only-
not good hindsight though?
Cam only played 1 year hindsight though. We looking at it. Joe played. He played last year at LSU. He also was a backup at Ohio State.
Okay, yeah.
Cam
And
was a backup at Florida. We ain't gonna mention that. 'Cause, you
He
know,
was.
They,
I mean, Joe Burrow didn't do too bad
his junior
2
year.
years ago. Yeah, against that.
He was average.
Then they won 8
what'd they
games.
go
You wouldn't have expected him to come out. I seen him struggle versus UCF. You wouldn't have expected him to come out the way he did versus Texas after watching him play versus UCF.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah. I know what y'all mean. I'm just saying, like,
But-
you can't bring up old stuff though. Like Tom Brady barely started any games for Michigan.
Man, I had that streak on there.
I mean,
as
he
soon
was.
as I threw it, I saw it.
All I'm saying is Brady was a 6th round pick, and he panned out. You can't. All I'm saying is I wouldn't say just #1 overall just based off this year. But I'm not a GM,
Nah,
I
and
think
he's definitely going to go
I think he
#1
was the best
overall.
player
Chase
in the
Young,
country last
Chase
year.
Young is definitely going #1.
You think so?
No.
The best player in the country last year for me is from Kansas. I don't know how
Simmons?
familiar y'all with Isaiah Simmons, but he was definitely the best player in the country.
He's tough.
last year.
Oh,
He's tough.
He played every.
He
He's going top 3. He should be the #3 pick.
from
Who is-
Clemson.
Isaiah Simmons, yeah, the
Burrow,
the
it'll be-
linebacker, defensive lineman, DB.
He is
from
from
Clemson.
It'll be Burrow.
I don't know about that.
Young, and then it
Simmons,
should
and
be
then
him.
Okadu from Ohio State.
Unbiased opinion. Unbiased. CD Lamb is the best wide receiver.
Oh no.
He's number
Coming
2.
out.
Oh no, he number 2.
He's number
tough,
2.
It's
He
tough
not better
between him
than
and
He ain't better than Judy.
It's tough between
He
him
not-
and Judy.
he-
Hand skills,
I don't
he's
think he
way
num-
better
I
than
don't
Jared
think
Judy.
Hold on. I'm gonna pause again. You say what?
I think
Hand
Jamar.
skills,
I
he
think
is way
Jamar
better.
Chase is the best receiver in the country.
Jamar Chase not coming out though.
Okay.
He's a
You mean
sophomore.
like coming out of?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Come in the draft.
Then it's Jerry Judy. Then it's
hold-
CD Lamb.
Okay, we're gonna unpause. But Jerry Judy, you just said he had better hands than him.
Oh, by far.
I don't see how can you like form that opinion though?
Fumble. Get it. Let's go.
Like
If you, I watched every single game of CD's career at OU. By far, any pass that was thrown to him, it was catchable. No matter the quarterback. You can't say the same
they
with
say
Jerry
that-
did he have drops?
they said that about bro. That played for the Ravens. Now he had one good game, and now he ain't nothing, man.
Who,
He just fast.
Mark Hollywood.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, bro. They eat up the Pac-12. The Big 12. I'm sorry for disrespecting y'all conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
They-
do us like
they
that.
eat up the Big 12 and like,
Yeah.
but it's the Big 12. Like the DBs are terrible.
Oh yeah. That's well
The
documented too.
defenses are terrible.
So like,
I think as a
if he's that good, every catch should be catchable in that conference with those DBs.
how big is Judy?
Judy is 6'2", 6'2", 200.
And stop on him.
The
only thing that Jared Judy has on CD Lamb is speed. That is it. That
Not
is the
even
only
speed.
thing.
His routes.
No.
He's a 10-time better route runner. I promise you.
CD's pretty good at route running.
Hey, listen.
I'm not disagreeing or agreeing. I'm
Jared
just
Judy's good, but he's not CD Lamb.
Ooh, give me that word. That's Nick O'Leary, boy.
Hey, he getting me hot. I'm telling you, he getting me hot. Disrespecting Judy like this. Like I'm doing him like
Judy,
that. For a
that
reason.
man, bro. Y'all
Bro,
sleep.
Judy
A
is-
wide receiver slept on is Waddle from Alabama.
No,
Waddle's
Waddle was live.
Waddle good.
He's another.
He's like-
He's
he's
a
like
Miko.
Devin- he's
He's a
Devin
Miko
Hester.
Tyreek type.
He's like a Devin Hester. That's who he
Hey,
reminds me of.
Jefferson good too.
Justin Jefferson, the number 2 receiver at LSU.
Yeah.
He's pretty decent.
Pretty decent.
With the
Man
wide
had
receiver.
over-
The
he had
offense,
1K.
bro. But with the offense they had, like
Was it?
it was open.
Was it Chase or Jefferson that Motley from OU shut down during the bowl game? Because that kind of puts it in perspective.
Neither-
He's
it
not
was-
that good. If,
Neither one.
OU DB
Jefferson
shut
had
him
4
down.
touchdowns and Chase had 2.
I can't
So
remember.
neither one of them got shut down.
That game's all a
I don't
blur.
remember who it was. But
Jefferson had 4
hey,
touchdowns.
that's all that matters. They shut down one.
Jefferson had 4 touchdowns.
I mean, if shutting down a dude consists of him scoring twice, the definition of shutdown must be changed.
Man, it didn't change in some years.
in the Midwest.
in
or
the Big
something.
12, that shut him
It-
down.
Oh, okay.
it wasn't-
Trust me.
Okay, that's fair.
In
In the Big 12,
that
that's
shut
fair.
down.
Yeah, Chase still had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, all those touchdowns I think were.
Jefferson had 4 because they just kept feeding.
I think
feeding
all
the
those.
beast, but
After like the second one, I turned the TV on.
Yeah, all those touchdowns I think were Trey Brown's fault. I just want.
Oh yeah, it's
just
just the safeties for OU.
Hey,
I
just
mean,
kick. Oh no,
it
it's
was
third
bad.
down.
It's
We
third.
good. We get the
Good.
first. And make sure you use some timeouts.
Oh, we got 41. We over here talking. Christian talking crazy about Judy being all disrespectful.
With the wide receivers, it just depends on what your team needs. I think if you need more of a, I'm not comparing CeeDee Lamb to Julio Jones, but more of a Julio Jones type, then you go with CeeDee. But
I mean,
it just
all
depends.
right, I'm gonna catch some stuff like this. CeeDee Lamb has the skills of Calvin Johnson. Not even gonna lie.
Oof, that is high
Who you
praise.
throwing it to, baby?
I was throwing it to you, but they
No.
wouldn't let me get it there.
You think that CeeDee Lamb's like Megatron?
Yeah.
Oh my.
He's
Lord.
missing
Man,
size
y'all-
though.
Bro, that's
It's
a
throwing away
Christian.
name.
I'm,
Them-
it's the
Christian,
get
y'all,
out-
both of y'all
bro,
just
them is
name dropping
greats,
in
bro.
like
Like,
not even greats.
Kyle-
Like
it's not
Megatron is like one of the greatest, and y'all
these dudes.
saying he.
I'm gonna tell y'all why
Dude, they
these.
played one NFL down, and y'all were comparing him
No,
to one of the
bro,
GOATs.
I didn't do
if-
anything. I didn't compare him to Calvin Johnson.
The way CeeDee Lamb, this is why I'm comparing him to
no,
Calvin
hold on.
Johnson. It's the
Yeah,
way
say
he
what you
gets
gotta
the
say.
ball. It's the way CeeDee Lamb gets the ball.
In the Big 12.
That does not matter, man.
Yes, it does. Calvin Johnson was
Y'all-
6'5", 230, running a 4.3. There is nothing similar.
What's the difference between the SEC and the Big 12?
What you
Defense.
mean?
Overall.
Defense.
For
Quality of teams.
for which teams? Alabama, Florida, Georgia,
LSU,
LSU.
Auburn, Georgia.
South Carolina.
Okay, so
South Carolina got a DB that'll lock CD Lamb down right now.
OU has played
And I'll stand
Auburn
on
in a
that.
bowl game. Put what, 45 on them?
Something
OU's
like that.
played Georgia. Put over 40.
The offense scored what?
And
OU's
31
played
points?
Alabama twice and put up over 31 points. I mean, LSU will leave that
You
out
talking
of it,
about
'cause
one-time games
we only
instead
put
of,
up
but not week.
28,
You
but-
talking about one-time games, but not week in and week out games. Like
But those are games that matter, though. Those are games that you
bowl
see
games.
where-
Bowl games.
The Auburn game didn't matter.
to Auburn it did because they were trending during that second half of the season.
I guess it depends on how you look at it. I don't know. The Big 12 ain't better than the SEC.
I would say that there's a bias there.
I
When it
mean,
comes to
I'm
comparing
an
players,
ACC guy. Like
He's
my team
an
playing
ACC
my team
fan.
playing the ACC, and I'm vouching for the SEC. Your boy not making his throws because he dog tired. You might want to call a timeout.
No, he's gonna be tired for the whole game.
but no, though, like legit. I don't know how deep y'all study into football, like as far as film study. I know me being a football player, I'm in there a lot, so it ain't no bias when I say when I tell you about.
Oh, you whiffed on the tackle.
When I tell you about.
That juke was nasty. I'm not even gonna lie.
You got him. Good job.
When I tell you about Jerry Jeudy being a better route runner than CeeDee Lamb, like, and by no means am I disrespecting CeeDee. I
We'll
love
just
his
have
game.
to
I've been watching him since his freshman year. That year y'all played Georgia in the playoffs. I'm a Georgia fan.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll just have to see. I mean, when the draft comes up. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we gonna see. Hey, cream always rise to the top.
I'm telling you,
So
that boy Judy
we gonna
something
find out.
different.
We gonna
yeah.
find out.
Judy something different. Like
Judy
There's
is nice,
incredible
man.
wide receivers in this year's draft.
Oh, for sure. All over.
It's deeper than
T,
quarterbacks.
you got
this
T
year.
Higgins.
Pick. Oh, that's you.
Hit wide, bro. They wouldn't let me get him.
Who is that again?
I'll create
This
the
year,
kickoff return.
14. I can't remember. That's not Sterling, is it?
Number 3, yeah, that's Sterling.
Is that?
Yeah, Sterling Shepard.
Man, they just get y'all.
So would you guys draft Tua
I would
Yes.
over
Not over Trevor. Not
over Joe Burrow.
Trevor Lawrence.
Definitely with that
he's not
injury.
entering the draft.
No,
he's
he got one more
He's
year.
a sophomore.
Yeah, he got a.
I thought he was a junior because
No, he's a true sophomore.
He a true
Is he?
sophomore.
Yeah, no, he started. He was a true freshman. That's why Kelly Bryant got so heated when he took
when
his
he
spot.
got
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I thought he was a junior, academically. So I
No,
thought he was eligible.
he a true sophomore.
I mean, honestly, knowing Clemson, like all their dudes graduate in 3 years, so he might be a junior academically. I might clear this.
Because that's all it takes is the academic side, not necessarily the.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
crib that.
jeez.
Oh no!
Oh, we got 2 seconds.
I think that's James Hanner or something like that.
We let the time wind down. That's why we did that.
That's why. That was part of the plan.
I think my ranking of quarterback for like the top 3 would be Burrow, then maybe Tua, and then Herbert. But with Tua, his injury problems, that's just.
You gotta get that block, dude, dog. That's all right. Y'all got ball first.
I think Herbert has a lot of promise.
Yeah, we get rock. Yeah,
He has to go to the right team, I think, with Herbert.
His size is really gonna help him.
Herbert.
Bro, I'm not big. See that's that old age stuff. His size is really gonna.
He's
help
slim
him.
though. He's not like
Brock
big
Osweiler was
man.
6'8".
He
Terrible.
reminds me.
Tons.
I mean, but look
Ryan
at,
Mallett
Paxton
was
Lynch.
six, Ryan
Look at
Mallett
the
was
system,
6'6",
though,
bro, and
that
sat
Brock
the bench for.
was playing in.
Paxton
They really
Lynch
didn't
was
help him.
Paxton Lynch was another huge guy.
Paxton
Terrible.
Lynch should never have gotten drafted.
Ryan Mallett was 6'6".
But he got drafted because he was big and he played quarterback. That's that
Denver just felt bad, so they drafted.
good block, boy.
Oh,
Good block, boy. Oh,
2 times.
Oh, he's slow.
that's just because
Same
Carlos Williams
He's
slow.
slow,
Carlos
bro.
Williams
He
is
is
just
so
slow, bro.
slow.
We gotta put somebody else
number
back
82
there.
is gonna be MVP by the
He's
end.
so
Carlos
slow.
Williams is so slow, bro. He got to get
Oh
from
my
back
God,
there,
he's
bro.
so slow.
Hey, yeah,
That's why they moved him to running back.
They moved him to running back because he couldn't freaking figure out the plays on defense.
We may need to bring in Trevor Knight.
Yeah, I think we need a little bit of speed. Blake Bell.
He runs an 86 and he's back. What? Come on, bro.
Put 15.
Greg,
Yeah, he got 96.
that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
He out there getting ran down.
Man, 2 plays should have been Cribs.
But who else y'all looking forward to coming out this draft? Told y'all Isaiah Simmons my number 1 guy.
Randy
coming out
Moss'
right
son.
now. Thaddeus Moss. He didn't
Oh,
drop a pass this year.
I-
That's pretty impressive.
I wanted the Patriots to pick him up.
I don't know, bro.
They need a quarterback, if anything.
I don't know, bro.
I like that.
But
I want to see how
it's
these.
not
I
that
want to.
deep.
I want to see how these
We
We
LSU
need a
players.
receivers. Like, if Tom Brady come back, if they give him some receivers, bro, we good for 1 more year.
I want to see how these LSU players gonna pan out in the league, bro.
He's holding it on to the last second.
Who? Talking
It's
about me?
either I commit.
You talking about me
to the
innovating?
rush, yeah. I'm on an island right there.
I like the what's his name out of Iowa, the pass rusher.
Oh, I ain't looked
Can't
into
remember
him.
his name. It's like
I hadn't even-
Espenza or something like that. I might
hadn't
be
even
butchering
looked
it.
in the buddy.
And of course Kenneth Murray, K9 from Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think there's the right system for him.
He's got the Ray Lewis sort of leadership thing going on. Definitely not talent, but leadership.
No.
Hey,
Yeah,
when you
definitely
be name
not.
dropping,
Name
dog.
dropping.
No.
When will you be name dropping,
These
dog?
boys ain't even
Just say he a great leader, bro. Just say he a great leader.
Well, yeah, but I
man,
need
you
to
gotta stop
I mean, you
comparing.
gotta
gotta-
compare him to somebody.
I gotta
know.
put it in
No,
perspective.
you
We'll
don't.
compare him to another OU
don't,
player, bro.
no.
Somebody that led
The
good
thing
2
is,
years
there's
ago.
not a lot
Travis
of good
Lewis?
OU players. That's the thing.
Who's y'all linebacker 2 years ago? Compare him to him or something.
Man, yeah,
Man,
you can't
Ray Lewis like arguably the greatest middle linebacker of all time.
bro. Like first ballot Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah,
type
definitely
player.
not talent, but just leadership wise. I'm a sports
mean,
radio host.
yeah.
I have to sensationalize. I have
I
to
feel
name
you.
drop.
Hey, number 15, my cousin.
Rudolph.
No, Greg Dent. This is before Greg Dent had caught the case. That
I
spring
guess
he caught that
Travis
case.
Rudolph
That spring.
just graduated from Florida State.
I played Rudolph three or four times in
Yeah,
high
because
school.
he went to what school?
Cardinal
was it?
Newman.
Yeah, Cardinal Newman. Yeah, that boy was a stud coming out, bro. Oh my god.
But I just remember him. I just remember like
What's crazy about Rudolph is him and my sister dated like 2 years ago.
try real cool, man. That's my dog.
So, what team do you guys think Jalen Hurts can fit in?
Right here.
I find it hard to believe Jalen Hurts. I mean,
I don't look.
He
Lamar made a statement by staying at quarterback.
but
I'm not too too high on Jalen Hurts staying at quarterback.
Yeah, neither am I.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
But Lamar
was surprised at what he did
people-
this year with OU
yeah.
because I was a doubter.
I was
ain't
not
gonna lie.
surprised. I knew he was going to
Because
do this
I knew-
because that conference.
Oh, I doubted
When
it.
he
Was
played-
the
Too
second
slow
half of
for
the
him.
season, I doubted.
When he played at
Yeah.
Alabama, he wasn't that great. Like he did what they needed to do to win games.
He knew how to win games, but I just felt like
So I
going
was
to
like,
OU.
he's not gonna be that good at OU. but
Lincoln Riley is
but-
also a great coach in that conference.
For
He's
sure.
the best
He knows how to
offensive
work with
mind
quarterbacks.
ever.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you're able to run, he gonna get you open.
Yeah.
He gonna open the
Yeah,
offense
and
up
I
for you.
figured that out, and he had a great year. So hats
Yeah.
off to Hurts. I hope he do great. Honestly,
Make me
Yeah.
a believer.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you compare him to Lamar coming out, I feel like Lamar didn't get enough credit for his passing.
Oh, yeah, he didn't. It was all because of his throwing motion that it distracted
Yeah.
people from the actual throws that he was
Yeah.
making.
Yeah.
I think
Bro,
Hurts could
Lamar
be
made
a great
good throws
system
this year, too.
quarterback. You know,
Yeah. He would
definitely
have
not
yeah.
a starter. I mean,
He'd have
within
to
the
be
first
a-
3 years,
yeah.
but
He'd have to be in a system for
yeah.
3-4 years before he would be ready.
Who?
Jalen Hurts.
But this is my thing. I don't like to say that either. I just feel like if you're gonna be ready, you're gonna be ready because Lamar. You literally had radio commentators saying like he needs a year after a year to be ready. Like just saying he'll never be that guy. And like here you are midway through year one. He's taking you to the playoffs, and then second year he takes you to the playoffs,
With the number
gets you the number
one
one seed, and wins MVP.
MVP. Yep.
Like
And led the
I
league in
don't,
passing
I don't like to
touchdowns.
predict where people are going to be. I just like
Yeah.
to see them plan out, see how they adjust.
Yeah. I think Jalen Hurts is I don't know what it is about his arm. I don't know if it lacks strength or if it's
I don't think he has confidence.
Not even
honestly.
Maybe
I won't
confidence.
say strength, but I'll say like it's probably not loose enough.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you saw him play at the first half of the season. He was dominating every single
He was
game.
comfortable.
It was over at halftime.
Yeah.
Now, after that Texas game when he started fumbling, that's when something happened. I mean,
Yeah.
dropping the ball, overthrowing, underthrowing.
Yeah.
Nothing about his passing game was consistent.
And you have to remember, I mean, he was playing in a pretty uptight offensive system with Nick Saban where
Yeah.
he couldn't really let it loose.
And I think kind of Lincoln Riley
Ooh.
Lincoln Riley didn't help him with the play calling.
No.
They
didn't.
got kind of stagnant.
We on that.
It was either, run up the middle, a
Kennedy
little
Brooks
hesitation,
up the middle.
to
Yeah.
the left or right, or some stupid drag route. There was no vertical movement
But
on the field.
just like players lose confidence, like coaches lose confidence too, and you see that a lot. And you see a lot of games being blown because coaches move away from things that they shouldn't that are winning for them.
That was OU when they were playing Georgia.
Literally the Super Bowl happened like that.
Bro, I can't believe Shanahan did that.
Literally the Super Bowl, like Kyle Shanahan is
he
2
did it
for 2 in
twice.
Super Bowls.
He did it twice though.
2 for 2 in Super Bowls.
Oh, no. What is he doing?
That was
Kyle
my bad.
Shanahan did that twice too.
Is that you?
Yeah, that was
He had
boomer.
Devontae
Jazz
Freeman
Reynolds.
and dropped a 25-point lead to
Hey,
the
we're
Pats.
going to go for it because I don't think we're
And
gonna
then he
stop
had
them
three
on
of the
defense.
best three of the best like
Literally Tevin Coleman twice in the Super Bowl. All you got to do is give him the ball.
Bro.
Two Super Bowls in a row and you blow it.
Mostert could have gave him the rock, bro. He was Kyle Shanahan pooped it away. Freaking clown.
Yeah, he fooled up for sure.
I mean, he made the Chiefs defense look premier in the fourth quarter.
Credit to the Chiefs coaches because they definitely got a lot
right.
better
Facts.
I don't know what.
from last
That
year
was
to
not
this
the
year.
play call. I promise.
No, that was
That-
me.
that was you again?
Yeah,
I was like, what is he doing?
I was
like,
playing the marker.
Homer is blowing it.
I was about to get triggered at the game. I thought it was some glitch.
Yeah. I played rugby in high school. I don't know about this football.
All right, yeah, we definitely got to get a stop here.
He is on. It already seems like whatever this
Got it
defense
out.
is trying just isn't working. But maybe if they add just a little bit more pressure, then they might be
So,
able to
do you guys like the Morris Embiid sort of whatever it was last night?
Hey, Morris is at everybody's head this
Yeah,
season.
he's old school.
He out there trying to beef with everybody.
Yeah.
That was the weakest confrontation I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Well, it's the NBA, so they can't all be Malices at the Palace.
It needs to be like the NHL, just let them fight.
Yeah.
Oh God, Mouse in the Palace type deal.
Bro, honestly, how y'all feel about that Jay Crowder incident that happened between the Jazz and the Knicks? Was that the Jazz? Yeah, I think that was the Jazz and the Knicks.
I didn't
Where-
see
I
that.
don't think I seen it.
Where Jay Crowder put up the 3 at the end. It was the first Marcus
Oh
Morris
yeah,
incident.
he got hit like in the
Yeah.
corner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
slide, Jabbo.
And he got hit at the end of the game, and then like he went on Twitter and was like, he like replied to Marcus Morris basically saying like, you just don't do stuff like that when you win, and you just learn how to win. He basically replied and said, this is what 17 and whatever their record looks like. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, bro, the game over. Both of y'all good players, bro. Just end it, bro. Like, you trying to patch your stats and stuff, bro. Just end the game. You don't have these problems.
I don't believe in those unwritten rules.
Ooh. So you'd be the one in baseball to get plunked in the head.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to believe in it, but, like, it's either that or you get took out the air like he did. And then you can't have a problem with being took out the air because you knew that was the risk you ran.
Just like in the KU game when that player stole the ball at the last second, scored it, and KU got upset.
He didn't score. He got blocked. He got blocked, and then he tried to fight.
2 years ago.
Oh, no, I'm talking about
And then this year, you know, they did the same, not the same team, but they did the same thing. And
All right, it happened on 2 occasions.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, a player from like a low-level D1 school did it, stole the ball, got a bucket at the end, and everybody was pretty mad about it, but nothing happened. K-State did the same thing, but they didn't score.
Yeah.
He got blocked. Dude taunted the K-State player. Boom, fight broke out.
But that's what you get. You should never.
I mean, they was down by 30.
You shouldn't have stole the ball.
If you got that much energy at the end of the game, why y'all down 30?
So you steal the ball, I block it, then I stand over you because I done made a big play just like you thought you was going to make a big play,
Hey, that's
and now you want to fight.
Right there.
No, man.
Clipping.
Yeah, probably Clifton or face mask.
In hindsight, you shouldn't have stolen the ball. But if you look at it, if there's
But playing to
point
the
of
whistle,
view,
like,
yeah.
I understand that if it's close, bro. But like you up with a lead, like what's the point? Other than padding your stats and being like you at that point it's taunting.
I can understand if they were up. If the team that's up shot the ball the last second and the team that's losing gets upset, but if you're down and you steal the ball and you try and shoot and the clock is going out, I don't see a problem in that.
Yeah, it's more.
Nah,
it's
I
like,
do because 9 times out of 10, the other team ain't even like playing hard. They just trying to take it easy on you, and then you trying to pat their stats.
Yeah, they're trying to end the game.
They're trying to make sure nobody get hurt, and everybody get out of here safe.
You should have owned that.
That's like I'm a football player, and I hate when dudes fire off the ball when we in victory formation.
Yeah.
Because for what?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
You got that much energy, you should have. Yeah, why you ain't play like that for 3 quarters?
Like the Patriots and Seahawks in the Super Bowl. I think, they're in victory formation, and Seahawks tried to fly to the football.
Like
honestly,
unless you're like down by, if you're down by 1, no, don't get me wrong, because a fumble snap can't happen. But if you're down by a touchdown or anything, like bro, just call it, bro.
See, we don't have to deal with that kind of stuff in wrestling.
This is like current day.
Wrestling, y'all got to deal with more of that.
Just like
y'all got to deal with more of that dude. Them high school kids letting dudes win, huh? them dudes giving wrestling a bad look on
It was funny at first, but now they doing it too much, and it's making our sport look soft.
Oh man,
they're like, oh, this what y'all. I thought wrestling was hard. This what y'all.
But this is my thing. Like,
all right, bro.
I don't think it's as bad as wrestlers are making it, dude. Wrestlers are getting pissed because I understand how hard y'all work, and I would be hot too if somebody was making a mockery of my sport.
Are you guys talking about that TikTok stuff people do?
Yeah, the dudes where like they have to wrestle their friend or something. They do like some Dragon Ball Z move and fly back and let them pin them.
I saw that the other day.
It's not even that. It's just like wrestlers already got to fight for what they have, and people already look down on our sport. It's already a poverty sport in terms of like fan significance. So like people always say, oh, like nobody like wrestling or this, that, and the third. So like when people who don't know wrestling see that, they're like, oh, this is what wrestlers be doing. I thought y'all sport was hard.
Yeah.
We out there going to war, and dude mad because they playing around because they gotta wrestle their friend or something. Yeah. Like it's dumb.
Man, I feel you, bro. But them videos definitely funny. I don't know what you're talking about.
It ain't funny, bro.
Hey, I feel you,
They
bro.
was funny at first, but they annoying now.
I mean, only seen 2 of them.
I've seen like a ton of them.
But it's a trend now. But luckily, it's only high school wrestling. Like, they kids. Yeah, but they are making it.
They're not good.
ESPN making
good
it.
Wrestlers ain't doing that.
I mean, from a coaching standpoint for you guys, I mean, what would you guys do if you had to player do that?
Well,
Oh, they running.
me and my actually like I talk down on it now, but me and my best friend did it
That's dirty.
when we was
Whoever did
when
that.
we were freshmen. We tried to do it. We tried to run up the score, like just keep reversing each other. And my coach got walked on the mat and he stopped it, and he made us wrestle for real. So I mean, there would be consequences if somebody did that on my team.
Oh, my team running. You out there to compete.
Facts.
It ain't no we
You
friends.
represent me and this school.
Yeah, you ain't about to make nobody look bad. You about to give them the best match of the day
Facts,
for real.
Facts. I don't care if you got to wrestle your friend or your teammate. Y'all better duke it out afterwards. But y'all out there on that mat, y'all better wrestle for real.
I will say this about wrestlers, though. There's no way I could be one. Having to cut weight and
Yeah, that's the hardest part because
The-
I body slam somebody. No cap.
the amount
I would get
of, amount
body
of working
slams,
out
so
you
I'm
have to
good.
do. Oh, I couldn't do it.
In high school, the wrestling coach always tried to get me because I mean,
What you was gonna
I
wrestle
can always
113?
maintain weight, so I'm like, I can see your point, but I don't know.
Different breed.
Hey, right.
It
I'm gonna tell
definitely
you
is.
one thing. Like, I just started going to wrestling meets this year. Like, this is literally my first year ever watching wrestling matches. I didn't know it was that many rules, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, I ain't know you can't slam people like that.
oh, you
let's
had me
go.
open and you threw it.
Hey,
You baited.
watch this comeback.
Yeah.
Oh, we finna pick this.
Who was 15 for OU?
That's
Back in the
81,
day.
bro. That's his fault. That's you.
No,
You
I,
81?
no, I was running a slot. I was
whoever-
15.
Whoever 81, that's his fault, bro. He took him right to
That
the
was me.
man.
I was in the slot.
That's my fault. Period.
Yeah, so last night I was watching my my Blues play some hockey, and it's during a commercial break, and all of a sudden comes back and
Watch that post one deep.
and it's
I'd
like,
throw it
oh,
away.
Bro, they don't move smooth on this
Man,
thing.
you guys going all out blitz.
No, that wasn't no blitz, bro. That's our D line.
Yeah.
That's Mario Edwards, Timmy Jernigan,
Timmy
you feel me?
Jernigan,
Bon
Eddie
Warner.
Goldman.
This Gio right here, he ended up playing tight end his senior year.
So who would you guys pick as your guys' like all-time NFL team? Like if you had to pick a quarterback,
Tom Brady.
one running back, and two wide receivers.
I'd probably go with Dan Marino as my quarterback because
Quarterback, running back, two wide receivers.
I think
Or we can do
Dan
one of
Marino
each. So
would-
like quarterback,
Tom
running back,
Brady.
wide
Trio.
receiver,
So
tight end.
one big three.
Yeah. So mine would be
Pick a
Tom
tight
Brady.
end too.
Mine would be Tom Brady, Barry Sanders, Randy Moss, and Gronkowski. That's my quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end.
I'd have Dan Marino just because he'd be able to do more, I guess. I mean, Tom Brady's still the GOAT, definitely, but I think Dan Marino had a little bit more quarterback
Lucky Slade, he's gonna
talent in
get
a way.
smacked.
About to shock a lot of you right now.
I'd have Sweetness as my running back, Walter Payton. And then what else do I have to do?
A wide receiver and a tight end.
Wide receiver and a tight
Yeah.
end. I'd probably go Randy Moss, wide receiver. And, oh man, tight end, that's a tough one. I'd probably go Tony Gonzalez as my tight end.
That's pretty good. Give me. I'm a big Drew Brees fan, bro. Like, I feel like he's so underrated. Give me Drew Brees, Bo
Underrated.
Jackson.
Underrated. He owned all the passing records.
But like, people still don't put him in the GOAT conversation. It's crazy, right?
I think it's because
He's
he
the
hasn't
only
made it to the
person-
Super Bowl
he's the
yet.
only
But
person
I think of all the top quarterbacks that you will ever name, you look at his defense. He has the worst
I think
defense consistently.
I think he the second best.
But give me Drew Brees, give me Bo Jackson, because if he never sustains that hip injury, he goes crazy. What you doing?
He didn't play the
Oh,
ball.
look at
I press
that.
Y.
You got to keep going. You
didn't
can't
play the
stop.
ball.
You can't stop and press Y. You got to keep going.
Man, on Madden, bro, you press Y. Man, that's
No,
going,
you
that's
gotta
going the
keep
other
going.
way.
Yeah.
That's going the other way for sure. That was
That's because
under-
Madden has major glitches this year. On
Man,
both
I ain't
sides of the
tripping.
ball.
I got almost 100 dubs on that joint.
But who I say? Drew Brees, Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson would have been the GOAT. He don't get hurt. I'll stand on that statement. Give me Moss. Moss is the greatest receiver.
Moss
of
is
all time.
there.
People
Hands
give
down.
Jerry,
He, bro,
people
I don't
give
know
Jerry
why.
Rice
Man, Moss
too much.
run circles around Jerry Rice.
Moss was
boy.
he was just such
oh
a
my
freak
God.
of an athlete.
Randy
And-
Moss is Jerry Rice is nothing on Randy Moss. I don't care what nobody say.
I ain't gonna say that, but he's definitely not better than
He
him.
ain't better. I don't care.
Athletically, Randy Moss is.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he can run routes just like him. He's way more athletic.
Oh, I can't.
I think Jerry Rice was just, and this kind of speaks to he played like 20 years or something like that. He
Yeah.
played very smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
I
think
mean, he
Randy
had
Moss.
cat stuff. He had
Yeah.
slow dudes guarding him, bro.
Yeah, it's true. It was the 80s. And he had
But,
Montana
Man.
and Steve Young.
Facts.
And my tight end will probably be. That's tough. Gronk is probably the easiest answer, to be honest.
That's a goat.
I mean, Kelsey almost done. He'll soon be in that conversation.
There's a
And
win,
And we'll just
but
assume that all these are like in their prime.
Kittle
Yeah,
will be in the conversation pretty soon. Because what Kittle does in the run game and in the pass game is amazing. I don't know if
Kelsey don't block.
I don't know if y'all watch him, but Kittle is amazing.
Kittle by far is the best tight end in the league right now.
I wouldn't say by far.
I don't think he's the
Kel-
best.
This
Kelsey,
season,
Kel-
I mean,
him and
maybe
Kelsey
not
are like
He's
well.
the
this.
best all-purpose tight end
Yeah,
because
for
he
sure.
block and
But
he catch.
what Kelsey
But
can do in the
Kelsey-
pass game is also amazing
I hate the Chiefs,
too.
but Kelsey is a better tight end, quote unquote. He really just a glorified wide receiver. But
Yeah.
since
It's
he's
kind of like Mark Andrews.
since
too.
he a tight end, he a tight end. So I'm gonna.
So for mine, I'd have Brett Favre,
Oh,
wow.
you mean
Adrian Peterson,
AP?
Ooh,
That's
man.
not bad.
That's
Stop.
not that bad.
Calvin-
Calvin
AP.
Johnson, and I'm gonna pick Aaron Hernandez as a tight end. Because if you look at the trend before he started, going off and
Becoming a Netflix
So
yeah.
documentary.
So you going off
Put-
what ifs?
putting people
You
down.
going off what ifs?
So you think Prime?
Brett
I mean,
Favre?
we go all prime. No, I'm definitely not picking Brett Favre.
Oh God, he got more
Like,
picks than
all
touchdowns.
prime. Like
Bro,
you got all
Jameis
these
Winston
quarterbacks
is
you
a
can
modern-
choose your prime.
Jameis Winston is a modern day Brett Favre.
Hey, this is
Literally.
This is prime. All right, we're not gonna be talking about the end of their career. Prime Brett Favre
Just
on my.
He threw
all-time
picks
team.
early though. He was always known for throwing picks.
always.
Yeah,
was-
he has
that's
the most
the-
career
He made up
interceptions.
that gunslinger mentality that Jameis Winston go by.
And my man Jay Cutler back in the day.
Amari, what were we talking about earlier? It was Jameis Winston versus Ryan Tannehill or something like that.
No, it was James Winston versus Mariota.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota. That was it. That so we were talking about
Roughing the
who would you
passer.
guys take, Jameis Winston or Marcus Mariota?
Jameis Winston.
I'd probably take Winston.
He still got
'cause
30 touchdowns, man.
he's
Like,
got
you
an
gotta,
arm.
That's what I tell
He's got
people.
an arm.
Like
and he threw for 5K.
y'all be
People
disrespectful.
lost-
Hold on, now, this is what I tell people. As easy as it is to throw 30 picks, it's just as hard to throw for 5K while throwing 30 picks.
Like-
and it's
like
not
don't-
garbage time yards. I told you, literally, if Tampa Bay is in the game, it's because of Jameis. If they win the
Facts.
game, it's because of Jameis.
Fact. If they lose,
it might
it's
have been
because of him.
Jameis.
But at
Like,
the same time, at least he give you a chance.
Like,
So it's a system
He's your-
problem.
he's
It's
literally
not
your-
a player problem. It's
yeah.
a coaching problem.
so like Marcus
no, he
Mariota.
throws picks. That's his problem.
Yeah, that's his fault because I watched some of those games and those pick sixes he been giving up. It's like, boy, what are you doing?
even it's not even a coaching problem, even though they're throwing so much. I mean, they're the ones
He had
putting
2,000-yard receivers.
No,
though, too.
I will say it's a coaching problem.
Yeah.
When they don't run the ball, that's on coaching.
They can't.
But
Yeah,
They don't have no running game. They
Yeah.
gotta throw it.
Gosh,
Jameis
but
is their only
yeah,
hope. But
that's
if you
on
look
coaching
at,
too.
if
Like
look
you should
at
be
those-
able to.
Yeah, on the top of my head, I can't even think of who their running back
Yeah, I
is.
can't either. No, I can.
It's,
The dude from Ronald
Peyton.
Ronald Jones.
Oh yeah, Ronald Jones. But if you think about if you look at some of those throws that Jameis be making, them is elite level throws. If you don't talk about
Bro,
talk about Jameis Winston and not talk about his interceptions, bro. He has a high ceiling. His floor.
That's hindsight, though.
It is high.
In the
But he
league, you
showed
can't
y'all he
look
threw
at
30
hindsight.
touchdowns.
But he also threw 30 picks.
you say also threw 30 picks, but you discrediting 30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like
And
how many
5K
dudes threw 30
yards.
touchdowns? How
And
many dudes threw
5K
5K and 30
yards.
yards this year and 30 touchdowns this year?
Unfortunately, the way fans look at it, as myself,
He had them in every game. Though, last year,
INTs will
almost.
always overlook passing yards and passing TDs. Always.
They look at picks and turnovers. And
What
if you're
position
hurt
are
or
you
not.
putting your team in? And Jameis Winston put their team in a tough position.
A lot. Some of those you gotta think about the picks that was tipped though. Wide receivers didn't make the play on the ball, it got intercepted.
Dude, even in the last few games, passes that would have been caught by his regular receivers that were tipped and picked off, or the timing was off.
I think he's got complacent with throwing it to Mike Evans too much. I mean,
he had 1K. Him and Goodwin.
Yeah,
Godwin.
you had the number 1 and number 2 receiver in NFL at one point in the season.
And yards. Yeah, they both went over 1K.
I watched a few of their games this season. But
That's like not throwing the ball to Michael Thomas.
He forces the ball.
Who?
Too much. Jameis.
Because he got.
He tries to create.
He do because he got the arm talent, and that's why he got 30 picks. Jameis ain't in the game right now.
He's not that
Tired.
Houdini, like you see in Baker Mayfield that had an off season, or Kyler Murray.
Shut the hell up.
He just tried to.
Talking about Baker Mayfield, boy, that's garbage.
I'm talking about to extend plays inside the
I'm
pocket.
taking Jameis over Baker twice
I'm
on
not
a
talking
Sunday.
about anything about passing yards.
You're talking about what they
passing
did in
TDs.
college, and if you want to talk about what quarterbacks did in college, you should really go watch Jameis.
Oh God.
Baker Mayfield
Oh,
was
God,
way
you
better
should
than
watch
Jameis
Jameis.
Winston in college.
I think he. Yeah, that's a good
Hell
argument.
no.
He
I'm
almost-
gonna tell. Hold on.
Hell
We
no.
gonna stop the argument right here. I'm gonna tell you why
no.
though,
Hell
because
no.
you watch every single game Baker played, right? Because you're a fan, and you watch every single game Baker played, but you didn't watch every single game James played.
I watch
and
most
that's all I'm
games.
gonna say about that.
To me,
That's most
see,
I've seen
Yeah,
most
to
of
me
his
you can't
games.
even
Not
say
all
that
of them,
because
but-
I'm a fan of the sport.
You're a fan
As
of the sport,
whole.
but did
Ain't
you
no
watch every?
way.
But
Ain't
did
no
you watch
way.
every single game James
Jameis
played?
Heisman season
When
way
they were
better than
televised,
Baker's Heisman
absolutely,
season.
because they had-
And Jameis played better competition. He played
Oh,
two top
absolutely
10
not.
teams that year.
Absolutely not.
Three. He played three.
The
if you include
ACC
the
when
national
Jameis
title.
Winston was playing, the ACC was weak.
The week?
If
He
Jameis-
played top
if Jameis
7. He
Winston
played
went in
number
the
7
ACC
Miami.
right now and
He
was a
played number
freshman-
3 Clemson in Death Valley.
They
Number
blowed
7 Miami,
everybody
blew them
out. Like
play Auburn in the national title game, put 35 on their head.
His last season, he had to come back basically every single game.
I said the year that
All
Jameis
because
won
of
a
him.
Heisman and the year that Baker won
And
a
they
Heisman.
won every
Jameis-
game.
And he lost one game as a college athlete.
But look what happened when he
29-1.
played quality opponent like Oregon in his last season.
He played a quality opponent the year before against Auburn. He played Notre Dame. They was ranked in the top 10. Clemson twice in the top 10. Beat all three of them.
If you
What do
look-
you mean? What do you mean by quality opponents?
Auburn?
He lost to one good
Auburn
team.
was there out of pure luck. If you look how their season ended, that they were not
Okay,
there
and he
because
lo-
of talent.
And he lost to
They
one
were
good
there
team.
because of the way the ball
But he
was
beat
literally
Clemson
falling
that
into
year.
their
But he beat
hands.
Clemson that year. He beat Clemson the year before. He beat Notre
Clemson
Dame.
was not
he
the
beat top
powerhouse.
10 Miami.
Clemson was
What do you
not the
mean there wasn't power?
powerhouse
They had
during
Deshaun
they
Watson.
what?
Oh my
Not even
lord! Do you
They
know?
had Taj Boyd. They had Sammy Watkins. They had Martavis
Deshaun
Bryant.
Watson was not that prime player.
No, he wasn't
Oh
even
my
starting
God,
then.
bro.
It was Taj Boyd,
it
who
was
was one of the
Taj
best
Boyd.
quarterbacks
Exactly.
in the country.
So Taj Boyd, what is Taj Boyd doing right now?
It
Bro, why
doesn't
we
matter. It's
talking
what he
about
did
what
in
he doing?
college. They were
We
they
arguing
were
about
college
college.
grades.
He wasn't anything
Baker
in
Mayfield.
college,
What is
though.
Baker Mayfield doing right now?
Awful.
Baker
He's
Mayfield-
terrible.
What is he doing right now?
Terrible.
Nothing.
Terrible.
He's terrible.
He got more picks than touchdowns.
the
Speaking of right
He got more
now,
picks than
He had a
touchdowns.
second
He got more picks
season
than
slump.
touchdowns.
he
He got more picks than touchdowns.
he didn't. First of all, what he did his first season was very overrated. That's why they called this a second season slump. Because
Yeah,
what he did his
he had
first
more
season
picks than
wasn't great,
touchdowns.
but people
And
made
he
it
had
look
OBJ
great.
and
That's
Jarvis
fair.
Landry and Nick Chubb and had more picks than touchdowns.
I mean, I
Scrub.
won't argue that he
Scrub.
sucked this year. He absolutely.
Why
was
we were
garbage.
supposed to be arguing about college football accolades and then you brought up NFL. I don't understand.
But if you look at it, Jameis Winston did not have that competition.
Baker
Clemson-
played
Hey,
in the
bro, I'm
Big
not-
12, bro.
I'm done talking
he
about
played
it,
in
bro.
the Big 12.
It's a good
ACC
argument.
is not better than the Big 12.
It is.
Why
Maybe
not?
this year they are, but
Why
It
not?
was.
other
It's been.
seasons
It's
they
always been better. Y'all
Why
got
not?
OU.
Name 4 teams that are better than every single Big 12 team.
Florida State, Clemson, Miami, Louisville, Virginia Tech,
I'll take UVA
Wake
over half
Forest,
the Big 12.
Syracuse, all better than teams in
Pitt.
the Big 12, bro.
Absolutely not.
Who?
Ew, Wake
you-
Forest.
Who do y'all have? Say.
I wouldn't take
Name
Wake,
a Big 12
but
team that's
I'll
good
take-
without saying Oklahoma. I'll wait.
Texas, K-State, Iowa State.
Texas is
If we're
not
talking
good.
about
Texas is
right
not
now-
good.
They thought they were
K-State's
going to be
not
good.
good.
They had a good year
But if
2
you put
years
them up
ago.
against an ACC team right now, or are we doing it when Jameis Winston was in?
Oh, when Jameis
Well,
Winston
we were
was
saying, we were
they
arguing
were
about
all
Jameis
down when
Winston,
Jameis Winston was
and you
in.
said that Jameis Winston didn't play
During
nobody
the
good.
time-
The Big 12 is in a
Winston?
better period now than they were when Jameis Winston was in.
The
Yeah.
ACC has never, in this past decade,
When the last time
been
the Big
better
12
than
won
the
a
Hey,
Big
national
12.
Christian,
title?
talking crazy.
When the last time the
here.
Big 12 won a national title?
That would be when Texas
2000.
won it.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, 2006.
Vince Young.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that. Yeah.
Y'all weren't even the Big
The
12, then y'all the
ACC
Big
got
10,
4.
huh?
Yeah.
Y'all,
ACC
y'all haven't
got
won a
4.
championship since y'all been in the Big
ACC got 4.
Last time y'all went to the championship, y'all got spanked. Oh, you always get spanked when
Oh,
they on
yeah.
the big stage.
Amen to that.
Hey,
If I had
Is
to drink, I'd drink
Christian.
to that.
Yeah.
Christian, bro.
Look,
I know it's hard, bro. I know you have to. You have to stand on
I'm
it.
telling you guys are wrong. The
No,
ACC
you are wrong.
has
You
never
have
been
to
better
stand
than
on
the
it.
Big 12.
You have to stand on
You
it.
sleep, bro.
I respect you
That's-
for
yeah, I
standing on
mean-
that trash take, but
Yeah, but
It
I'm
ain't
gonna
real.
let it ride, bro. You know, to each his own. We can agree.
Even right now, if you put up the ACC
We can
against
agree
the Big
to
12
disagree.
teams,
Okay, bro.
the Big 12 would come out up front.
Okay.
Even 4 years ago,
All right.
5 years ago, the Big 12 has been better than the ACC.
I hear you.
You're only saying that because of Clemson, what they have done. The fact.
And Florida State, bro, before Clemson was on a run, Florida State won 3 straight ACC titles, was in the top 10 3 straight years in a row, won a national title, won 29 games in a row.
One team does not make up an entire conference.
So what makes y'all conference good?
OU is the only team that makes up the Big 12.
What makes y'all
Y'all the
conference
only
good?
team- Y'all the
season-
only
this
team that
season, the
does
Big
anything
12
worth a damn.
This season, the Big 12
Y'all-
was complete through each team because each team competed with.
How did y'all
Alright.
do in the bowl season? Because I remember Baylor getting banged in the bowl season.
I didn't follow the. football
K-State got smacked by Navy.
No, they
Oh,
did-
yeah, I was there.
They did get smacked.
I was
They
at that
got,
game.
they got clapped. They
So
got clapped
we
by
want to
Navy.
talk about how complete y'all were, but y'all top teams did not perform in the bowl season.
I was there to see the
And,
K-State Navy
like
game.
and usually like when teams don't want to play in the bowl,
think
it's
Iowa
because
State
they're
lost
supposed to
too.
be in a bigger game.
Yeah, they did.
But like y'all teams were in the bowl games because that's what y'all earned. So like it's not like y'all didn't want to be there. Y'all just couldn't win them.
Oh, yeah.
But the ACC looked pretty well. And I'm not an ACC guy. I'm an SEC guy, so we're always superior. I'm never gonna catch me arguing about it.
SEC best conference always.
Yeah.
The Big Ten gave them a run for their money this year, in my
Oh no,
opinion.
the Big Ten be this is my thing. A lot of people knock the Big Ten, but the
I
Big
didn't
Ten
even
plays some
realize
physical
it was
football.
Big Ten is good.
I
You
thought there was
punt
like
it?
2 minutes left.
Oh, yeah.
Can you punt it? Oh, you called the timeout yourself. Dang, can you punt it?
Oh no.
Who do you guys think is the best college quarterback of all time, though? That's
Best
a tough one.
Tebow.
Nah,
See, it's just
I don't
so
know,
tough.
bro. I don't know. It's tough
Best
because
college
I don't want
quarterback
to. I don't want
of
to
all
contradict
time.
myself.
It's Tim Tebow.
I don't think Tim. I think Tebow is very overrated.
Lamar Jackson was.
What Lamar did was very impressive.
I mean,
what
good.
Deshaun Watson did was very
He
impressive.
ain't win a Heisman though, so he can't be in there.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
true.
like he got snubbed.
nah, he ain't
You don't feel like he got
damn
snubbed
it.
not one year?
no. He
Nah,
just didn't
dude.
win.
I mean, other than he ain't get snubbed because Lamar was so good.
What Tim
That year he
Tebow,
won it.
What Tim Tebow did, I would say that's pretty impressive.
What did he do?
When they lost
Oh, wait.
that game,
Like
against
he only had
Miss.
the
Ole
year.
Miss, and they came back and
That was the year he won the Heisman,
dominated.
right? That was the year. So he only.
Sam
the
Bradford
year they won
that
a
year.
national title is
It's
the
the year
year
he
that
won-
they
he won
lost
that-
to Ole Miss.
he
The
won-
year he won the Heisman was the,
his sophomore year.
2007.
yeah, was
So-
his sophomore year. So they
Um,
they lost to Alabama, I think.
I think
or somebody.
Cam, but I think by far Cam had that
Hey,
quarterback
you want to know?
year.
You want to know who
that-
who is
that-
a GOAT quarterback?
Cam is my guy.
Tommy Frazier,
Tommy Frazier.
goated,
Wow.
goated. He
Vintage.
had 3 national titles, and his only loss in the national championship game, Florida State.
Man, you see his highlights, too?
Man, talk about a monster.
What I can't remember what bowl game that was in where he had that.
That man lost one. He went 33-1
Yeah.
and won 3 natties.
Hey man,
I like that.
things
Tommy
got
Frazier.
heated in the
Tommy
studio
Frazier
tonight,
was
but
that
ultimately, the ACC came out on top,
Yeah, as always.
as would in real
Look at
life.
Jay win. Look at Jay win.
I was a
Shout
little,
out to my boy
I
Christian
was rusty.
for giving me the hot takes, the trash takes weekly. Oh man, thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming through. We appreciate y'all, and man, we hopefully we can have y'all back again before the end of the year. And good night.